There we go. Now we're going. Now we're going. It should be. It'll take this and then it'll take that out. But this says we're streaming. So go ahead.
It says we're streaming, but I don't see us on the screen yet. But it says we're going.
Yeah, look. It's on the screen.
Oh, here it comes.
Let's see if it's
Oh, you got to hit
glitching.
the play part.
Yeah.
That's weird. It's doing a weird thing.
It might be glitching.
See, that recorded us.
Hi, everyone. We're
Is
here.
it? Okay, so there's a delay?
Yeah, there's a delay.
I've never experienced that before on here, on my on this channel.
Yep. Welcome. I think
That's going to be weird.
we have it going.
Are we going to see the comments delayed, or?
Well, yeah, it's just like in your regular old. Do you remember how the old way of doing YouTube was?
No.
And you could read your comments, but it was a little bit
Really? Okay.
behind.
This is weird. Welcome to the Walter Bosley channel for an impromptu live that we decided to do this afternoon, or yeah, earlier this evening, I should say. And welcome everybody in the live chat. We have Jackpot, Nick N. Nick N, thank you for the shirts. These shirts are from Nick. Oh, mine has.
You're gonna have to swirl around there.
See, it's the logo on the back,
And
and it fits good.
I got the Hecate Tarot shirt.
Hers stretches more than mine in the front.
It's very, very nice. Thank you, Nick.
And here we are to talk about the Vedic Arrowhead.
Just pushed over.
Now, I've written an article that's in World Explorer magazine. Let me grab the magazine and show you which one it is, because you can order this magazine. Talk to them.
Well, I am concerned. Sorry, I was checking to make sure it wasn't glitching. Let me know if it gets all glitchy. I did the screen.
This edition of World Explorer magazine, as you can see, Southern California, the Lemurian connection. Okay. And in this issue, I did an article on the giant arrowhead of San Bernardino Valley. Okay. And there's a image of it. Right there. This is weird to do this backwards. See right there. Now that arrowhead can be seen from just about anywhere in San Bernardino Valley. And it's been there forever, since, even it was here when the native tribes, or the native cultures, arrived. And they, of course, have a legend for how it got there. But it was there. And what's interesting is it points directly at the source of natural springs. And if I'm not mistaken, one of them is a hot spring, the other one is a cold spring. And in the 19th century and into the 20th, there was a health spa built there that took advantage of these springs. And there, subsequently to that, there was another health spa built, and then there was a religious retreat. And that building, it's kind of like a big hotel resort, is still there. Now it was a church affiliated thing, and now I think it's an event center, but it is there, and it is one of the most known and interesting. The Arrowhead is the most well-known and interesting feature of the San Bernardino Mountains. Now my timer went off, so I'm going to run in there and turn the stove off.
You better hurry. Okay, so in this article, Walter writes about obviously I'm going to show you guys the pictures. How does that sound? We'll look at pictures. This book, let me start by telling you the story of how this one came off the shelf, because that happened a few weeks ago. And like I said, this was printed Volume 6, Number 4. This is quite a whiles back when he submitted this article, several years ago. And I was digging through books, and I started making a pile, and suddenly this magazine landed in the pile with the books, searching for just different Vedic things and stuff. Walter got excited and went, "Oh my gosh, there's that article," and we pulled it back out. He's back. I jumped in here. I'm going to show him some pictures of what you have in here. That one. What we're talking about. Okay.
When I wrote the article,
What year was it?
that article, that
it was a while.
I can't remember if that was pre-COVID or post-COVID, but I saw it as a Lemurian connection. That's why it's the Lemurian connection. And since then, I've come to be more convinced that Lemuria was part of that greater global Vedic civilization, the lost Vedic civilization. We're talking pre-ancient India now. You guys, I've been talking about this on this channel for a while now. And so I wrote and recorded a script for a short video. We decided to just present that information here live. If you can pull that up,
what?
That article or the script for the video that we're not going to do, and then what I can do is read off of that, because I think the giant arrowhead may be a Vedic relic. And it is there, yeah. I do. I think it's very possible that it's a Vedic relic. Yep, right there. Now remember, this lost Vedic civilization it predates India. The scholars from India that discuss this and believe this, and present this from their literature, they are very clear to say that it predates India. Don't think of this lost civilization as just India around the world. They say that India is a descendant culture. So this is the thread I've been pulling, and as soon as this pops up again, what I'll do is I'll read to you what I presented in this little video that we're not going to do. Sorry about that. We're running this. We're streaming this through OBS instead of directly YouTube. Okay. Yeah, that's why it's
instead of StreamYard.
Yeah, instead of StreamYard. Yeah. So, yeah, the OBS is kind of glitchy.
Well, no, it's not necessarily OBS. It might be the computer.
Okay. Hopefully it's not the computer. It's a new computer. So here we go. I asked the question, who made the giant arrowhead in the foothills of the San Bernardino Mountains? The arrowhead is 1,375 feet long and 449 feet wide. This curious relic encompasses 7.5 acres. Though materialists will conclude that the arrowhead image is nothing more than a natural formation, not everyone is convinced of that. The giant arrowhead has been visible across the San Bernardino Valley throughout history. It's too well defined to be dismissed as simulacra. The giant arrowhead is located on a hillside overlooking the site of a famous spring, as I mentioned before. Its tip pointing directly to the source of the waters, as I said. Now, the arrowhead's link to the spring may reveal its ancient origin long before the arrival of the local native tribes, perhaps dating back to a now lost civilization, which I think is the Vedic civilization, that once commanded all of California, as I say, under a Vedic banner. So, could the giant arrowhead be a relic in the tradition of Hindu or Buddhist monumental statuary? Okay. Hindu and Buddhist statuary dates back many centuries. There's an 18-foot statue of the monkey god Hanuman in Namakkal, India, which dates back to the 5th century. Okay. Then there's the Kaliaman depicting Kali Durga, which stands 42 feet tall and was erected in the 9th century. Now, in the ancient Vedic epics, the Mahabharata and the Ramayana, the gods wield astonishing weapons of incredible power. Okay, one of these is the Astra, which is generally identified as an arrow. Okay, the Varunastra is wielded by the water god Varuna. See, Varuna's Astra, Varuna's arrow. The Varunastra is a celestial weapon that can take on the shape of anything, including an arrowhead. So there's further, evidence you could argue that the arrowhead is Vedic. Anyway, the Varunastra is capable of releasing a massive torrent of water strong enough to wipe out entire armies. So here we have this arrow weapon, a weapon that is celestial and is primarily thought of as an arrow, okay, and that's its primary manifestation, and it's associated with water, okay, and here we have the San Bernardino Arrowhead right there above springs, okay, and pointing to the springs, okay, water, arrow, come on, is the giant arrowhead in San Bernardino a representation of the Varunastra as an arrow, right? Or is it merely coincidence that it points to a well-known hot spring famous for its curative powers? Okay? Now, in Hinduism, sacred geographical sites are often marked by structures that hold religious significance. These sites, or tirthas, as they're called, are considered, get this, crossing points between the human and spiritual worlds, a holy junction or portal, right? Between worlds that touch yet do not touch each other, other dimensions. Tirthas are sacred locations in Hindu traditions, or a metaphorical term where a person travels to achieve a sacred state of mind. Tirthas are That's good.
I lost it completely. I'm sorry.
Tirthas are especially associated with water sites. There again, we have the Varunastra, the arrow, celestial arrow weapon, associated with water. Varunastra is a water god, right? Okay. And tirthas, these interdimensional portal areas, these sacred spots, they're especially associated with water sites. Okay, the site of the spring identified by the giant arrowhead in San Bernardino has long been a place of spiritual and physical healing. Okay, so not only do we ask, might the arrowhead's link to the hot springs suggest the Vedic origin in this Varunastra, but is there an interdimensional portal also there associated with the arrowhead and Arrowhead Springs? Go ahead and scroll down a little more. Okay, so look, this is something that we're going to pull more threads on, and we're going to look into and present more information on regarding this arrowhead. And, the other reason we came on tonight was if you're interested in this Vedic thread we're pulling, okay, and you want to explore these questions, related to this with us on this lost Vedic civilization mystery, you can join us in Big Bear, California for the Lost Horizons Symposium, November 6th through 10th. Okay, now this is connected directly with the Pillars of the Harmonicon that you've been seeing us talk about, and for the last couple of months, We've been going out to sites on the telluric grid and doing a particular little ceremony that activates the energy, right?
The sound energy.
The sound energy.
Using sound to
and it's been really
turn
cool.
it on.
Right? It's been really cool, and some cool stuff has happened at these places
Yes,
that we've gone to. But it's all leading up to this event in November that you guys can join us. This is our conference for this year. You know, we've done the NIMSAcons the last 2 years, and we wanted to do something here in the fascinating San Bernardino Mountains, and we wanted to do something on this lost Vedic civilization thread. And so we're going to be doing this in Big Bear, California, up in the San Bernardino Mountains, and it's going to be a really cool getaway. If you want to join us, you know, even if you don't know anything about this, even if you think you're not really that, you know, that knowledgeable or that interested, I think if you join us, you'll have a good time, and I think you'll learn some things.
Well, we're going to have some really neat speakers.
Yep.
Not just ourselves, but we're going to have Dr. Farrell.
Dr. Farrell, Hans Dietrich,
Julia Kamen.
And maybe another one who we can't announce yet.
Maybe.
Right. We're going to get his answer, and it'll be streaming most likely, unless he happens to be in California.
But we are making arrangements with a Hindu temple.
No, it's a
Buddhist temple.
Yeah, in Big Bear.
We want both. We want to make arrangements with the Hindu one as well, right?
Well, there's not any Hindu temples up there, but we're going to have a Hindu monk, as well as Buddhist monks there, who will be interacting with us, you know, that particular weekend. Now, there's going to be different levels of tickets you can get. There's a 3-day ticket, and all these details, the ticket details, are going to be posted at walterbosley.com real soon here in August.
Well, speaking of ticket details, we are announcing tonight that we're going to offer a lectures-only pass with the option to upgrade to the catered dinners if you want to join us for dinners.
There's other events, the Pillars of the Harmonicon events that we're going to continue up there. If you want the whole package, that is another level, and in that package, you get to stay.
Includes your lodging, includes your meals.
Some meals,
We're going to be doing field trips each of the days, going out and doing what we've been doing now with the pillars. And the different sites.
We're going to visit the temple.
We'll be visiting the temple with the Buddhist monks there, which is a really neat little place up in Big Bear.
And it has the largest statue of, who is it again?
Oh, I know.
Is it Kenpo?
Kenpo? Kenpo, I think.
We think it's Kenpo.
Or Arcana.
We're stumbling on the name. I apologize.
Learning.
We'll get that right next time.
We're still learning.
But it has the largest statue of this figure of its kind in North America, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's right up there in Big Bear.
So we'll get to, hang out with the monks and stuff. They're so sweet. I'm really excited to get to spend more time with them. But yeah, we wanted to make a more accessible ticket for like locals, or if you're not worried about lodging and that kind of stuff, then offering a day pass kind of thing.
If you want to arrange your own lodging instead of because the higher tier level, the more expensive one, will include the lodging at the Airbnb where we're going to be holding the lectures and things like that. But
and we're getting a pretty good deal on the lodging, so that helps bring the total cost down quite a bit of what we would have had to go at if we were doing.
But if you happen to have attended, if you're one of those who attended the NIMSAcon and you enjoyed that, I think you'll enjoy this, because we put on a good event and people enjoy hanging out with us, and doing the things that we do.
Yes, the 9th is a full moon, Renee. You're right. We can't wait to see you guys. You and Genocide are going to be coming up.
That's right.
And they're our event helpers on this one. They helped us out quite a bit, just volunteered for NIMSACon, the second one we had last year in Sonora. And Renee and Jonaside, they were just on it. They didn't even have to be asked on so many things. So it was a blessing. So we asked them to come up and help us on this one and be our event managers, essentially, not necessarily, but, you know, help us out, essentially, in managing April. Hi, April.
Hey, April.
And hopefully April will be there. I know I need to send you info. I got you on my list. I gotta get it. And your driver, April, she contacted me, and I've got to get back with her, too. So let her know I got her email. And I will send her the info that she wanted also. But yeah, we really hope to see Nick. Nick N. Yes.
What?
We really hope to see Nick N up there this year.
It'd be great to see you. You know, hanging out with us. It's doing the events, and we're going to be enjoying the Indian and Thai cuisine and Peruvian cuisine. You know, and you know, we're going to hang out at night too. You know, just kind of have a little campfire going. We'll have some cool, you know, classic adventure, or we'll have like the Man Who Would Be King and the Razor's Edge movies playing in the background, and you know, we'll have some adult beverages and just kind of enjoy, you know, hanging out. What's that? Each
other's company.
Yeah, exactly. and talking about this subject and learning more about this subject, and you know, we're real excited about it, and we want to see, you know, as many of you as can, you know, reasonably make it. I don't want to say too much, but I will tell you, this could be, you know, and well, I don't want to say too much.
You can say it a little bit.
Can I tease it?
We are continuing.
We will be continuing. This is just the first, but don't think that, well, I won't go this year. I'll go to San Bernardino, you know, Big Bear next year, because we're not going to be doing it in Big Bear next year. We're not going to say where we're going to be doing it next year, but it's going to blow your mind when you find out where it looks like we're going. Where, let me rephrase that, where we've been asked to do it next year.
Yes.
We haven't even done the first one, and we've already been asked to do do an event tailored to the site, to the location where we've been asked to do it, and it'll blow your mind. It really is on another level.
You guys are going to be so excited.
Really on another level. And,
it's really exciting.
And you know what? If you think that's a tease, this person who asked us also has friends elsewhere and wants to arrange for us to do it at their places too, which are equally pretty cool.
So you guys know, we will announce this, what's going on at the Big Bear event.
At Big Bear, we will tell you where next year's is going to be.
Unveil where next year's is.
And it's wild, okay? And there's 3 more that we've already identified beyond that one. That, you know, and it's going to be a different place each year.
Yeah. Yep. So
let me throw a further little tease to you, because one of them, we're the ones who we don't want to get ahead of the other places, but she'll be driving the Yucatan site. One of these Lost Horizons Symposium and Harmonicons we're going to be doing in the Yucatan.
Yes, I'm already building
down
that
the road. That's not next year's, but
not far down the road though, because
it might be 2 years
as quickly as possible.
Yucatan might be 2 years from now, or 3.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, but next year's, so that kind of hints that maybe it's going to be not in California.
No, we won't be doing a Big Bear one. We're not going to keep on doing the same ones. So it'll be in a different location every time that we do it.
We're not going to do the same places.
The concept that we're taking and growing to
taking it on the road.
Places.
Yeah, and we've been asked.
Yeah.
I want to emphasize that.
There will always be one in November, and then we're going to try to get 2 in a year.
We were solicited to do this in a particular place that our jaws dropped. We're like, really? You think? And she was like, absolutely. You need to bring this on the road. Yes, Stephen Bradford's here in the live chat. And he says he heard adult beverages.
And Ryan, you're correct. Yes, it's November 9th to the 11th.
No, it's the 6th.
November 7th?
No, November 6th through 10. That's what's on the
poster.
Yeah,
6th through... Sorry, you got me all confused now. Yes, like... November 9th is the big day.
If you saw a poster out there anywhere with any other date that we corrected that since then, it is November 6th through 10th.
Through 10th. Okay.
Yes. Now let me lay this out for you. 6th is the travel day, the day that you would arrive in Big Bear, and the event starts on the 7th. Okay, and the 10th is your departure day and your travel home day. So yes, the event takes place over the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Of November, and the weather should be beautiful up there at that time. But you know what? Yeah, I really don't think it'll be snowing. We get the snow like maybe late December, but January, February is usually the worst.
It has, I will say, it has happened before, and the locals have said it's extremely rare. I mean, it was like 15 years ago the last time it snowed the first weekend of November.
By early November, it should be crisp, starry nights that feel like the Christmas season, the holiday season. And remember, early November is not long after Jawala, or the Festival of Colors that is in veneration of Lakshmi, if I'm not mistaken. You ever watch the Bollywood movies and they throw the powdered flower petals at each other, all the colors? Jarwala, I think it's called.
Yeah, okay.
I'm terrible.
I've seen it in movies.
Forgive me. I'm about 300 pages into the Mahabharata.
All right.
I bought something that I didn't tell her about today that should be arriving this weekend. It only cost $6.
What was it?
I got a copy of the Upanishads.
Really?
Yeah, and it's the translation that when I was in college, I was introduced to the Vedic literature in the course that made me want to travel. When I was in college, this was summer of '85. It was a summer course because I finished college in December of '85, and it was an elective, so I took Religions of the World. Okay, me who stopped going to church at 12 years old and is not interested in churchianity. But I took this world religions course, and the professor had lived in India for 30 years off and on. And he just fascinated me with India. And this this translation of the Upanishads I saw, and I had to have it. And, it's like I've been driving her nuts with quoting from The Razor's Edge with Bill Murray, the old miner, asked him, what have you read? Have you read this? Have you read that? And he says, have you read the Upanishads? And Bill Murray's like, what? No. He goes, you haven't read the Upanishads? You really don't know anything, do you? But I'm going to make her do a double feature. I'm going to make her watch both the same night, back to back, the 1943 Tyrone Power version of The Razor's Edge, and then I'm going to make her sit there and watch the 1984 version with Bill Murray, so that she can totally absorb and geek out on the story of Larry Darrell and his journey of self-discovery. And both versions are excellent. But so we're excited about this. I'm very excited about it. She's worked really hard on the Harmonicon and carrying these out. We've done all sorts of cool sites, and when we get up there, it's going to be, there's the nice thing, it's going to be beautiful up there. I really feel like it is. And we're going to be out there, the days are going to be nice and cool, maybe even a little chilly, but the sun will be out, and it'll be beautiful up there. And for those of you who, California, first of all, get over it and get over yourselves, because this is not like going into the cities where there's poop on the sidewalks and stuff that you hear about. Okay, this is in the mountains. This is an escape it feels like a different world up there. Okay, it's not like you're in California. So really consider joining us. There's several of you who went to NIMSACON last year. You know what I'm talking about. There's these little pockets and corners of California that are nice and not like the rest of the state. But this should be a really good, relaxing time. You know what? Look at it as a themed mini vacation. You know,
Well, yeah.
and
It is.
it's
Big
what it
time.
is.
Big
That's
Bear's a
what
wonderful
it
place
is.
to go.
And we're going to get into the details. Like if you have to fly in, you want to fly into Ontario Airport. Okay, you don't want to fly into LA and then drive in from there. You know, fly into LAX and then get a connector to Ontario. Okay, or pick up the train at Union Station in Los Angeles and come into San Bernardino and then rent a car or Uber up the mountain. But it's easy to get to. The drive is pretty up the mountain, and I think particularly if you're interested in the subject matter, you'll really enjoy the weekend. But even if you don't know anything about it, you don't think you're interested in the subject matter, come join us and learn about it. Okay, learn about the lost Vedic civilization. Learn about what the Harmonicon events.
Well, Stevie, did you see what Steve said? He said he can probably go just as long as another dog doesn't die.
Oh, dude. He has these wonderful dogs, and
no,
it just really sucks when you lose one because they're like
it is. And
kids.
Ryan, you're right. Big Bear is a getaway mountain destination. It's so fun. I like Big Bear. It has a great vibe. It has a good feel to it. It's not city. It's a get away from the city place.
And I promise you,
I like that.
There's not going to be any last minute, late in the evening, rambling sorcerers going on babbling about nonsense at the symposium, like there was last year.
No, I won't be pointing during the Star Watch, guys. I'm not going to point at airplanes and tell you they're UFOs and orbs. Okay?
Yeah, we're not going to do that kind of nonsense.
No. We like real scientific data. That's why I carry so many tools on our adventures, and that's part of what happens within the pillar sites. Is we're getting real time logged data on a paranormal level at these sites. Not just spirit box data, we're getting EMF readings, we're getting all sorts of stuff. And every site that we do has been spot on. There's something that has happened in each one.
Stephen Bradford says, we will find Hecate, and if she doesn't want to play, we will find beer. We'll find both. There will be beer. There will be scotch, there will be rum, there will be...
Well, be careful. Sometimes finding Hecate means the end of your life. Did you know that?
I've had several encounters and I'm still
here.
She is the
goddess of the underworld.
Yeah, but she does a lot of other things. She also loves, adores dogs. And do not be mean or cruel to dogs because you could face her wrath. Do you have a copy of the, Ryan Prell asked, do you have a copy of the book Hecatean? It seems to be a kind of summoning manual, 8 nights to summon Hecate, twin torch. Oh, that's interesting.
I'll look into that, Ryan.
Here he is. I know you guys miss him. Malia especially loves him. Anyway, this is my buddy.
Hi.
Uh-oh, Teddy, come here.
No, that's Dracarys.
Oh, that's Dracarys.
Yes.
Okay.
It's Dracarys.
So, hey, I know it's been a while, you guys, but he's still here. Salvador.
Slim. Salvador's lamb.
Salvador's still here. He's with us. That's a throwback to the pre-Malia days.
Oh, I remember him.
And
He's been around.
So seriously, we're really I drive her crazy. I can't talk too much about this event because
is that like before Jesus days? You know, like it's pre-Malia, it's before. I get that level right.
when I used to do
Yeah.
mustard and cheese, and I've been telling her it's been a while. I need to do another show on something ridiculous, but some people would say that all my shows are ridiculous. But seriously, I'm just really so looking forward. What happened?
Nothing.
I'm so looking forward to this event that I just want to keep talking about it, and I want you guys to join us. And like we said, tickets will be available. The 3-day passes will be available coming up here soon, because August starts tomorrow, and we're going to make these 3-day passes, which are how much?
Oh, I'll have them up this week on the site. They're $333.
$333.
For 3 days.
So for $333, you get 3 days of the lectures, and
you can
you'll have
upgrade to dinners.
And you can upgrade to there will be an option to upgrade to join us for the certain dinners, you'll enjoy the lake. The Big Bear Village has really cool shops. Again, all sorts of good restaurants. One of the restaurants we'll be enjoying that'll be part of the higher level tickets catered is the Himalaya. I love that restaurant. That's my favorite restaurant up there in Big Bear.
It's wonderful.
And the food's great. The atmosphere is really cool. I can't urge you enough to, Now we've already got a couple of people that have indicated that.
Steve said he's going to be up.
Yeah. So that'd be great to see you there, Stephen.
And Nick. Beans and Bologna review show? No. Nick? No.
Whoa.
No.
Please come
He can't
home.
eat beans and he can't eat bologna, so he can't do
beans
that.
and bologna.
He can't do that.
Please come home. No, I really do want to do a bologna show. Thank you, Nick. It's going to happen. There is a brand of bologna. Here's what pisses me off. Okay, here's why I hate cancer the most. There's certain things that Walter can't have anymore. And bologna is one of them. Processed deli meats. Oh, my God. Even if they're fresh and healthy, they're still processed. I can't really have that anymore. And the sodium in them is really bad for my RA. But I can still do a bologna show. I might think about that. But there's a lot of Vedic civilization stuff to talk about. There's a lot of California stuff to talk about. So,
well, let's wrap her up and call her done and tied.
Yeah. Now you guys
go
to adventuresunlimitedpress.com. That's David Childress' site. Okay, look for World Explorer magazine, and if you buy any back issues, you can get this back issue, Southern California Lemurian Connection. I think that's like my second, or it's definitely either my second or my third article in this magazine. My first one was back in 2002 or 03. After I went to Mexico with David.
Hey, Martin.
So
good to see you.
Get your World Explorer magazine.
Hi, Nancy.
And a few months back, this one's a few years old, but a few months back, I had an article on the esoteric Napoleon a couple of years ago, whatever. So get your World Explorer magazine. If you want to get in the mood and get excited, if you're trying to decide if you're gonna buy a ticket to the Lost Horizon Symposium, or you already decided you're going to, watch either one of the versions of The Razor's Edge, right? Watch The Man Who Would Be King. Just get into the mood. Watch Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. You just get yourself in the fun mood for this thing, or pick up a copy of the Mahabharata, and So there you go. Get started, and I'll be talking about this ad nauseum.
Yes, lots more. As we get closer to the dates, we will be talking about it more, and you'll see the website hopefully changing for the better as we go little by little.
Yep.
Going for a complete redesign on the whole thing, so it's going to take a while.
Renee wants the T-shirt that Malia is wearing. Renee, talk to Nick in.
No, I have the link. I'll send
You have the link?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nick included everything.
I know.
As he always does.
Oh, folks, I want to show you one thing before we go.
Instructions.
I want to show you one thing before we go, because I need
we got where the T-shirts came from.
I need to show you
He made Walter's T-shirt. Nick made Walter's T-shirt.
Nick,
That's pretty cool. I love
Nick really. Oh, it's at the bottom of the box.
it. Martin, not sure. It could be a little
I
while.
should pull
Those
it
take
off.
time.
You know what? Nick made the effort
Those
to pack
take
it
a
up
long
and ship it.
time to
I'm gonna
get
make
them
the effort
all
to pull it out.
organized
Hold
with
on,
everybody.
folks. Hold on.
But that was what a great show with DJ and Joseph and all of that lately. We
You guys,
have been
before we go,
blown away by that.
look at this.
Oh gosh.
Look what
This
Nick
one.
sent. He sent several model kits. Look at this one. Now, this is a C-130. You guys know I loved flying on C-130s when I was in the military. Okay?
That's the new guys.
But what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to convert this to the civilian L-100 and paint it up just like the plane that I flew on several times going in and out of Afghanistan, flying over the Hindu Kush, the western end and range of the Himalaya. The Hindu Kush, you guys have heard me talk about it, and basically it'll just be, you know, some mild fuselage adjustments in the paint job, and I'm going to make this an L-100. It's going to be an homage to the plane I actually flew on in my adventures years ago. So thank you, Nick. This is a Zvezda. Look at the size of this. This is going to be cool. This is so cool. And a lot of other things, too, that Nick sent that I'll be talking about.
Everyone said Stephen Bradford must attend this Big Bear event. Is amazing in general. And add Walter and esoteric topics on top of it. Come on, people. We'll move heaven and earth to attend this one. Yay! That's right. That's the way. I mean, this is going to be blower, you guys. Like, we're keeping it under wraps. But if you're called, come. Be there. Because
Look at this.
You're not going to regret it.
Look at this, Nick. It's like Christmas time every time Nick sends. And this isn't even the books that he sent. Wow.
You sound on my...
You know, I'm telling you, Nick and Megalith and our dear departed friend, you know...
Gil?
Gil, yes, Gil. I'm sorry, I heard something in the
Gil
hall that
Bersad.
distracted me. Cardinal Sin, that's what I was stumbling on. You know, and others who have sent the model kits, I always love getting those. But, yep, I'll shut up now.
Careful.
Oh, sorry. I'll shut up now and say goodnight. And thank you guys for being here. And,
yes. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And like I said, keep an eye on the website. I'll let you know through YouTube posts and stuff when things are really fully. It's all new, shiny. So we're excited about that, and we think you guys are going to like it too. We'll have a closer community, we hope, with this site. That's the goal, anyways. So we'll see you soon, and bye. Have a good one.
did it end?
I think so. Wait, we're gonna pick. Yeah. Yeah. I think.
Okay, so did that